G'day guys, today we are checking out Bogren Digital's latest plugin release, the BDM One Knob Bundle. This bundle includes 3 amp sims, the BDM 75, the BDM 410 JVH, and the BDM BadBoy 800. Inspired by the iconic gold face-plated amps that brought you your favourite British rock and metal tones, packed into a simple and ready-to-use format. And I believe these have been modelled from amps that Jens actually owns and has used on some of your favourite records. The BadBoy belongs to this guy and he's done a really cool video on it. You should go check it out. Now, if you're not familiar with the Bogren Digital One Knob series, as you may have noticed, and as the name suggests, these only have one knob for you to tweak to craft your tone with, which may sound really limiting, but that's kind of the point. These are mix-ready tones made specifically so you don't sit there and waste time going down that rabbit hole of trying every single possible combination that you can think of. These have Jens's specific processing on them with specially matched cabs, all tweaked together perfectly so you can get the best tone in the least amount of time just simply by opening a plugin. The song that you heard in the intro is a really great example of that. I spent almost zero amount of time tweaking my tones for that song, which left me a lot more time for writing. So while we only get one knob to tweak, we do get 2 cabs, a modern and a vintage cab, with the exception of the BadBoy 800, which has an additional lead cab. Now, should you need a bit of a different flavor, you can of course load your own IRs into this, and these will also be processed with the IRDX technology. This is technology that makes your IR sound more realistic, like an actual cab being mic'd. Each plugin has a noise gate as well that you can access via the gear down here and just move the arrow to your taste. And then each plugin has its own reverb down here and you can just add to taste with this knob here. So let's have a bit more of an in-depth look at each plugin. So the BDM 75 is one of Fascination Street's key workhorses. It goes from a crunchy kind of clean to a raw distortion. It also features the famous jumper cable available as a setting in this particular plugin. So let's take a listen to how that sounds. Then we've got the BDM 410 JVH. This is the most versatile of the 3. We get 4 channels, from super clean to absolutely ripping distortion. And to top it off, we've got a pedal that we can engage as well for each channel. So you can squeeze a little bit of a different character out of each channel with that. So we'll go through some audio examples now so you can hear exactly how each channel sounds with and without the pedal. Then we've got the BDM BadBoy 800. As the name suggests, this is inspired by an 800, but not just any 800. This particular 800 is on the verge of opening up a black hole on the other side of the galaxy. This amp is so hotted up that it chews through tubes, but we don't have to worry about that because we've got it in a plugin. Now, this is the only plugin from the bundle that has a delay. So this might be the one that you want to go to for any soaring kind of lead tones. Now you can tweak the delay and the reverb a little bit more to taste via the effects panel. If you click effects here, this will open the effects panel and you can adjust the reverb size and level. And then for delay, we can adjust the time, feedback, and the level for that as well. As you can switch it from ping pong and sync the repeats with your DAW, or you can just have it in milliseconds. As always, with the Bogren Digital One Knob series, you get a tuner, but you also get a metronome in the standalone version. And this feature here, which is one of my favorite features, the record feature. So you don't actually have to open your DAW to record yourself. If you're just noodling on the standalone version, you can hit record here, record your little noodle, and then hit record again to stop, and it will save your noodle in the folder that you have directed it to on your computer, which I think is a great idea. No more lost riffs. All right, that is it for today, guys. That's everything included in the Bogren Digital BDM One Knob bundle. Hope you guys like the tones. Thanks again to Bogren Digital for having me along for this release. Go check out a free trial for yourself. There'll be a link right in the description, like right there. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.